Is it okay if we just contact the resonance in the body for a moment with your grandparents? So just come back to your breath and just acknowledge these grandparents. Whatever they did, I mean, whatever the grandfather did, this is unacceptable, of course, but they still gave life to your mother. And just take a moment to connect to your grandfather and your grandmother. And just acknowledge the feeling. And if it helps, put a hand or two hands on where you feel the most resonance in your body. And let's connect to the grandfather now, just the grandfather. Just invite this relationship, even if you have never met him. You heard about him, and then you built an image from the information you received. But now, beyond the story, just receive the resonance. When I'm in relationship with my grandfather, the father of my mother, what is happening within? And if you can tell me, describe me a little bit what is going on.
Deep sadness,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just allow,
tear, got
allow it.
tears running down my eyes.
Yes, allow the tears, allow the sadness, without trying to change or understand anything. Just allow the emotion. Completely surrender to it. By allowing it, allowing the resonance in every cells. And how is it now?
Still grief.
Mm, that's okay. And for the moment, just take a few breaths.
Got said by my nose.
Yes, please do.
Oh.
And now, if it's possible, invite the resonance with your grandmother, just with the intention to connect to her. And how is it when you're in relationship with her? Do you feel a part of your body or certain quality in the your feelings, sensations?
I feel like I can't connect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So just acknowledge the absence of connection. Just observe how this absence of connection is manifested without trying to fix it. Just accept the distance and contemplate the distance or the lack of connection or whatever is the right word for you. Just take a moment to contemplate that. Nothing to change. It's just the manifestation of the relationship that is happening through a kind of void, kind of absence of feeling and sensation. And once you allow the void, just observe what is happening. The impact on your breath, the impact on your space. How do you feel now when you're connecting with this void?
It feels numb.
Mm-hmm. And is it contracted or is it diffuse? Is it large? Is it tiny?
It's neither large nor tiny nor
Mm. And
it's just
how is your breath in that numbness?
feel shallow.
Mm. Just stay with that for a moment. Take a deep inhale, exhale, and come back to yourself without any relation. Can just observe your breath for a moment. And please start now. Invite again your mother in your space, like you did before. Just observe the impact and resonance of the relationship now. Just observe if there is any change compared to before. And tell me, how is it for you now?
Deep grief.
Yeah, allow that. Allow that. Allow the tears, allow the sadness. Nothing to fix, just allow. And ask your body if there is any posture you would like to be in right now. And if there is any posture, you can just take it, or you can stay like this. And is there something you would like to say to your mom in that space?
I'm so sorry that your parents got taken away.
And how is her reaction when you say that?
Grief or her reaction.
Mm-hmm. How does she receive that?
So maybe I don't know.
That's okay.
Maybe her heart would break. I don't know.
And how is it for you to say that, to acknowledge that? Does it,
It's
does it bring lightness? Does it bring more grief? Does it bring more closeness with your mother?
a little bit of lightness, still sadness, a bit of
Mm.
sadness.
Take a deep breath and just stretch a little bit your body without trying to get out of what is there, but just move a little bit, stretch whatever you need. your neck, your shoulder. You can touch your face a little bit, also your neck. So it seems that there is something, if it's possible, because I don't know if your mother is ready, but to acknowledge about, I mean, to acknowledge these parents that disappeared very suddenly and dramatically, the parents of your mother and your grandparents. If you, like you say, you never went to the grave, I don't know if your mother is today open to that, without going into the story, because the story is impossible to explain, impossible to judge. It's just a shock
Mm,
that is, the story is just something too big. It's too much of a shock. But you see, somehow the sadness is very much connected to your grandfather. So we never, you imagine the despair of that person to reach that level of, we can call it madness, or it's like you don't even suicide yourself, which is already a deep despair, but you bring the whole, I mean, your intimate relationship into it. So it's impossible to grasp, and it's impossible to understand. There is no mental understanding of such story, because automatically we would be in this is wrong, and of course it's wrong in terms of morality, legality, and so on. But when you are in relationship with them individually, you see that there is something happening, and this is acknowledging them beyond the story, because they are someone beyond the story. We are all someone beyond the story, whatever horrible story we manifest. And this is very important, because somehow it's very connected also to this awkwardness in the relationship you have with your mother. And there is something also in the relationship with your father that is very tight to the story of your grandparents, because obviously your mother did that for a reason, because there was this trauma happening. But acknowledging them beyond the story, it's bringing the flow back in all the consequences that happen after, which is how your mother had to deal with you by herself, the need for her to lie because she could only trust herself and rely on herself, because the trust about men was like no way. And of course it had an impact on you, and you don't, the more you, I mean, if you are able to do that with your mother, go to the grave, and all these small things will bring back the flow where the flow was cut. And this will impact your story, the story of your mother, your relationship with your kids, because what is not digested, continue
mm.
until it is digested. So there is a big knot there, because you see the sadness, we could stay there forever. We could cry forever. And also the void with your grandmother, this, until we pick up the resource that is there, we can stay there for a long time. So I really suggest that you find ways that are appropriate for your mother and for you, to acknowledge the relationship without acknowledging what happened, but to acknowledge the relationship.
Yeah, because like I wouldn't know anything about my grandparents.
Mm,
No one talks about it. But just then, like it's like I connecting with my granddad. It's like I felt his grief, and then connecting with my grandma, so I felt her numbness,
mm,
and connecting with my mum, like I just felt her grief.
mm,
And then yeah, that's why I just felt so sorry for mum. No one's ever probably acknowledged that
mm.
because no one, she didn't have any emotional fucking support.
Yeah, and for you doing that, it's not dismissing the what you experience as a kid, not having your father and living with that lie, but it's giving a perspective. It's giving
Mm,
space also for her. I mean, you will never control what she
yeah.
experienced, but it gives space for a bigger story within you because our ancestors are alive within us, and certainly, even if it's painful, even if there is sadness, there is something happening that is bigger than who I was before. And this is important for you. This is important for your kid. And of course, it's important for your mother because she will be affected by that.
Mm, yeah, definitely offered offered a bigger perspective for me for sure.
Mm,
Yeah, it's like putting myself in their shoes.
mm. Is it okay if we just contact the resonance in the body for a moment with your grandparents? So just come back to your breath and just acknowledge these grandparents. Whatever they did, I mean, whatever the grandfather did, this is unacceptable, of course, but